do we also have negative things? Where do they go? Is there another media that we can find those things?
Do you know what? Social media is a scary place, I feel. The reason why I say that as well, because I've realised that, you know that before, people can have like normal conversations like what we're having now. I feel like when I'm in a room filled with people, constantly, they're always on their phones. Like nobody conversates anymore.
No.
Literally, it's just the phone. And I feel like that's quite scary. And most of the stuff that you view on your timeline, like some of the stuff, like you're just like, does this really exist every single day? Like people are always showing how happy they are, or the masters that they've done, which is great. It's absolutely amazing that you're showing that. But if you're gonna give us that insight, give us an insight on everything else, so we can apply to that struggle.
Exactly.
Because it shows that I'm having struggles all the time, and you're literally so perfect, and it's like I'm trying to live up to that, because I'm just like, okay, what am I doing wrong in my life? Why I can't literally be able to be doing all of these stuff? So that's why I feel like sometimes social media, it has an impact.
I think it has an impact on our mental health, because I can imagine if a young person, let's say, I don't know the good example to use, but let me use myself. For example, if I'm seeing you posting good things about how successful you are, and I'm trying to be successful as well. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to do better, but I'm seeing someone always posting her good things. I'm like, okay, these people, they have a good life. They have it all. And then what comes to your mind, you like trying to compare. But you see that person, the good thing they posted, but they did not show us actually their journey till they got where they are. If they are whatever they're doing, they don't show us how
you look, because this is how you attract love. Once you love yourself, once you respect yourself, once you value yourself, then someone else on the outside will see that that's how you take care of yourself, and they'll want to treat you the exact same way. So it doesn't matter about how you look, because you could go and get a BBL and that person still might not respect you, they still might not love you the same, and they still might go out and find someone else that they can literally relate to, because that's what life is about, regardless. Yes, they say that men are physical creatures, but at the same time, yes, that's one box that's ticked, but a man needs to be able to have a conversation with a woman. Likewise, a woman is able to have a conversation with a man, because when that physical attraction fades, what is there left?
No. Hello, good people. I hope you're all doing great. So we are back again here on Inspire, and I hope you've been looking forward to seeing us again. I've brought Ray again, and it's gonna be amazing. Ray, how are you?
I'm okay. I feel like I'm stuffed from the food that you've just fed me with again.
Ray, you know what? Some people complain that you didn't introduce yourself enough last time. Like they didn't know who Ray is, where she comes from, and tell us.
Okay, so my name is Ray. I am half Jamaican, half Nigerian. I don't know what to say, because now I'm saying a lot of like you guys have put me on the spot. I don't know what to say about
that. Ray, okay. Half Nigerian, half Jamaican.
Yeah.
So born and raised in Nigeria, born and raised in Jamaica. Where did you live?
No, so I was actually born in this country, but I went to Jamaica when I was 2.
Right.
Yeah, so I lived in Jamaica for about 10 to 11 years.
Right.
And then I came back to the UK for high school, I believe it was.
So tell me the experience of you living in the UK when you were 2 and growing up in Jamaica. What was life like?
Okay, so when I was 2, I don't really remember that much stuff because I was a baby. But life in Jamaica was very different for me in a sense because of my last name. So I carry my dad's last name. Well, I carry my dad and my mum. On social media, I carry my mum's. But like in real life, I carry my dad's.
Right.
And that was quite foreign for a lot of Jamaicans because not a lot of Africans went over at that time when I did. So when they see like a long last name, that's quite different because they've got those generic names in Jamaica. They've got the Smiths, the Browns, the Greens, the Purples. So for me, it was quite odd. But to be honest, Jamaica is such a nice place. I'm happy that my parents sent me there because I learned a lot of life lessons. I learned about poverty. I learned about not being able to take things for granted. Especially in this country. This country is wonderful. Don't you believe? Like in comparison to like our black countries, we've got so much opportunities here. So
True.
that's what I'd say is a massive difference from here to Jamaica. Coming here was again a culture clash. I had a thick Jamaican accent first of all, so I had to learn.
What do you mean a thick Jamaican accent?
So
I have an impression that you're not going to be seen properly.
Okay.
Let me have a look. We're just gonna remove this pattern.
Should we start over again?
No. Okay, we can.
Okay.
We're gonna cut that part. This is much better. Well, so Ray, again, what was it like growing up in Jamaica?
It was very different. Well, I don't know, because that's all I know.
So your name, your surname was?
It was a Nigerian, typical Yoruba name.
Did it make you feel like, did you feel like unaccepted somehow?
In a sense, because when they were speaking about like history and stuff, they were quite bitter in regards to Africans. Because I don't know if you know the history about Jamaica.
Yeah,
it was quite
a bit.
Yes, it was basically that brought stigma for people that don't really know. Jamaica's an island that's in the West Indies, and most of Jamaicans are from West African descent. But what actually occurred was that we enslaved our own. And we're also enslaved by the Great British Empire. So we were shipped to Jamaica.
Right.
But we weren't only shipped to Jamaica. So Jamaica had a prison before where the bad slave used to go. And then...
What did bad slave?
Yeah, so basically the ones that were rebellious. We have a key one, Nanny of the Maroons. She was crazy. But so they have a stigma that Africans literally dumped them and turned on them. So it was quite a massive clash. But living there, the people are absolutely amazing. I love the culture. The culture's a lot different from here. You know, we have stuff like carnival, and living there is a lot different. And the weather. In the UK, they speak about the weather a lot. In Jamaica, not really, because we've got sunshine all the year. So yeah, it's on a whole, yeah, the education system is amazing. Like, the education there is just great. I feel like it's a lot better than here. But other than that, I just feel like, yeah, it was a good experience.
Right, so you made friends there.
Yeah, I made a lot of friends.
You managed to fit in.
I did.
Regardless your longer name and
the fact that I was British, yeah. I managed to fit in.
Right.
And to be honest, the people there are so accepting. So it didn't really make a difference, because when you see a Jamaican, you automatically think a black person. But Jamaicans could be a Chinese person, they could be a white person, they could be an Asian person. So that's, yeah.
So again, coming back to the UK, when you are, what age were you?
I think I was about 12 going on 13.
So starting a new life in the UK.
Yeah.
At the age of 13, how did it feel like?
It was tough.
Tough in what sense?
It was very, very tough. The kids here are mean. They are really mean.
Were you bullied somehow?
Yes, I was. It's the therapy session. But yeah, I was bullied. I was bullied because I had a Jamaican accent. Hence why I speak like this now, because I was so ashamed.
When you left here, you had a British accent, which was a problem in Jamaica. From Jamaica...
They loved it, I think.
If they loved it.
I think they loved it, but you shape your environment, don't you?
So when you came here, you had a Jamaican accent here. Okay. So how is it like?
The kids used to pretend that they didn't hear what I was saying. They asked me, do I even know my ABC? They know that the country is not very developed. I don't know where they got that information from. They used to call me Kanu, so that I was really dark. Yeah, it was just very different. You're just the one person that stands
How did
out.
it make you feel as a child? I can imagine being bullied by other children, maybe when color and your
Yeah.
race is involved and your accent is involved.
To be fair, I was really shocked.
Hmm.
And the reason why I was shocked, because most of these kids that were doing it, yes, there was the white kids, the Caucasian kids that were doing it, yeah. But it was mainly the black kids, the black British kids that were,
Bullying you?
yeah, that were bullying me.
Really?
Yeah, and I just felt like that was quite odd for me, because in a place like, when you come back to the UK, obviously you're trying to fit in so hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's your first day of school. You already see the stigma on the TV.
Yeah, the
So
new
you-
child.
yeah.
Kid in the school.
Yeah, and you're the new kid, and then it's just like very difficult to fit in. It's
Right.
hard to make friends as well,
Mhm.
and because you're the one that's getting bullied, nobody else wants to be your friend.
Mhm.
So that was quite hard.
Wow, wow. And how long did it take until you managed to fit in and get some friends?
So it took me about 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
and the only reason that happened because I had a massive fight. I
Yeah.
know that's so bad, but yeah, I had a fight. So I feel like one of the
You had a
boys,
fight, like
Yeah.
a physical fight?
physical fight with the boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there was this little boy. He put his foot out when I was walking and
Mhm.
tripped me up. And then like when I tripped, I fell.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the kids were laughing at me.
Mm.
And like I was just like, so I got mad. In my Jamaican, typical Jamaican accent, I was like, wait, who did this? And like literally everybody was looking at me like, oh my god, like laughing. And I was like, you better not make me fine, you know. Me better don't fine you today. And then the guy was like, it was him. No, it was him. So I fought all those boys.
Uh-huh.
It was literally crazy.
Uh-huh.
And then the teacher come, and the teacher was saying that I was the bully for beating all of the kids. So I was put in isolation, and like my mum was saying that why are you going to school bullying, because she didn't understand that, because I didn't explain to my mum that I was bullied.
Mhm.
So it was just a very crazy experience. But those same boys that I beat up, they became my friends.
Of course. That's how it ends.
Yeah.
The ending is always good.
Yeah, the ending, yeah. Yeah, it took a while, but yeah, we became friends.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. That's an interesting experience. I mean, switching to countries, having different accent and having a name that people would like question,
Yeah.
you know, all those things. As a child, again, you don't know
Yeah.
how to defend. This is actually my father's name, and this is what
Yeah.
I mean. You know, as a child, I can imagine if someone has to question your name because
Yeah.
it maybe sounds a bit different, or it
Different.
looks longer.
Or they asked me like,
Yeah.
have you ever been to Africa? Did they actually use boats?
Mhm.
Did they use spears? Did they walk around with no clothes and stuff? And obviously I didn't really know that much about Africa, so I went back to Jamaica when I was 2, so
Mhm.
when they say all these stuff, I didn't really know that
You didn't
much.
know that much.
And I started to feel embarrassed as well. So it was quite a lot.
Oh, I can imagine. I think it can affect your emotionally and even your mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to justify yourself or think that you don't even have, I mean, a good answer.
So I remember like this week you rang me and then we were speaking about like, is social media a real place? And I feel like that was quite a really good topic that we pressed on,
Yeah.
because remember, as you said before, you were talking about the fact that sometimes people show the good sides on social media and they forget to mention like the times where they're struggling and stuff
Mhm.
like that. So what do you think? Do you think like people use social media as a place that they can just pretend to be something that they're not? Or do you think they just use it to as an empty space?
Actually, I think social media is using people. It is directing people. I don't know. I recently read was saying that if someone was told that their brain was an app, they would literally use their brain. As if they don't use their brain now, they prefer using an app.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's how technology is taking us.
Yeah.
But technology is not a bad thing, and social media is not a bad thing, but again, it depends on how we use it. Like I was talking about how these days you really see all the good things on social media about people, especially maybe about their relationship. When their relationship is great, you know, you see all the positive things, but I'm like, okay, these people have only good things. I've never seen bad things
Yeah.
happening. When do bad things happen? I don't wish anyone to have bad
Bad things,
moments,
yeah.
but when they happen, sometimes we see when someone maybe dies, they post that someone is dead, and then, or when it is a divorce somehow, but we don't even see a lot of divorce. We see
Yeah.
only good things. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, social media, do we have positive things all the time? Do we also have negative things? Where do they go? Is there another media that we can find those things?
Do you know what? Social media is a scary place, I feel. The reason why I say that as well,
Yeah.
because I've realized that, you know, that before, people can have like normal conversations like what we're having now. I feel like when I'm in a room filled with people, constantly, they're always on their phones. Like nobody conversates anymore.
No.
Literally, it's just the phone. And I feel like that's quite scary. And most of the stuff that you view on your timeline, like some of the stuff, like you're just like, does this really exist every single day? Like people are always showing how happy they are, or the masters that they've done, which is great. It's absolutely amazing that you're showing that. But if you're gonna show, if you're gonna give us that insight, give us an insight on everything else, so we can apply to that struggle.
Exactly.
Because it shows that I'm having struggles all the time, and you're literally so perfect, and it's like I'm trying to live up to that, because I'm just like, okay, what am I doing wrong in my life? Why I can't literally be able to be doing all of these stuff? So that's why I feel like sometimes social media, it has an impact.
I think it has an impact on our mental health, because I can imagine if a young person, let's say, I don't know the good example to use, but let me use myself. For example, if I'm seeing you posting good things about how successful you are,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to be successful as well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to do better, but I'm seeing someone always posting her good things. I'm like, okay, these people, they have a good life. They have it all, and then what comes to your mind, you like trying to compare.
Yeah.
But you see that person, the good thing they posted, but they did not show us actually their journey till they got where
Yeah.
they are. If they are whatever they're doing, they don't show us how long it took them, the journey they went through to get where they are until they post the fabulous news of their achievements. So this person is struggling. It's like, oh, these people are better than me. Maybe I can't get it that far because maybe they're special people. I don't know. And then what people would be like, I'm trying to talk about the mental health perspective. Someone would be like, okay, give up. Maybe I can't make it because these other people are the ones who are meant to make it in life, not me. I'm just assuming that that's how it can be, and how dangerous it can be when it comes to our mental health, when we see only good things about others, when we're actually trying also to do good things, when we're trying to be successful in life, whether in our jobs, whether in our marriages, whether in our relationship with others, whether in whatever we do. But you find difficulties, which we all face, but at the end of the day, you see, okay, some other people actually doing better, and we don't know how. And I was like, okay, can these people show us their journey so that we don't only see good things, but show us how it took. Even when you have some dark days, show us, let us know that you actually have that moment where something wasn't right. But if it is good all the time, believe me, some people will be start doubting themselves. They would think they are not doing good enough. Actually, trying to tell you, like, you are doing good. Don't try to compare yourself. Everyone have their journey, but social media is misleading us somehow.
Definitely.
Because we see only good things.
There's just loads of stuff on social media as well, like especially for young girls that are coming up. Like, so you have to look perfect, your face has to be perfect, and for all these filters as well, you have to try and live up to this expectation that
you get your Snapchat.
Snapchat filters, Instagram filters, and like a lot of females as well, because of literally inferiority complex, they're going out and like doing like body modification. Obviously, if you want to do that, that's absolutely fine if that's making you comfortable. But some women, they feel so insecure that they feel like they have to go to that. So it's like they're not comfortable in themselves because of obviously they're seeing other women that they feel like this is a challenge, because men, they say that men are physical creatures, and us women, we always, that's the thing, that's the end goal, isn't it? From when we're young, we're always trying to find our Prince Charming and all of that. So if you feel that the standards of appearance is quite high, you're going to try your best to try and reach that standard. And this is where I feel like social media is not fair.
And not everything on social media is real. Again, like you're saying, people trying to show the positive side, but they don't show us their dark side. Someone like this get rich quick schemes, where someone tells, oh, I earned I gained I don't know how many million a month or something like that. You know those things of like, oh, really? Can someone make $1 million in a month? Oh, some people have how many heads? Some people have bread. Some people have
$1 million a month.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, social media is misleading us. So how do we use social media wisely in a way that we are not misled?
I don't know. I just feel like it's not only misleading on social media. I feel like there's so much content on social media that there's no privacy anymore, because obviously sometimes I feel like some type of intimacy is supposed to be like quite private. But I feel like it's just so explicit on social media. So it's like you're invested within that specific couple. So like, for example, if they're supposed to break up and stuff, what's happened? You've got me so invested. Like, what's going on? All you just see is a headline saying that divorce, but you're just like, we didn't see that part. We didn't see the fight. We didn't see the argument. We didn't get to spectate. So what's going on? So that's what I'm saying. Like, is social media an actual real place? Because I would like to be like, yeah, oh, she really said that to you. What's he gonna say? You know what I mean?
Like, I want to follow.
Yeah, I want to follow.
You want to follow step by step. If you want to post how great your relationship is,
show us the bad side as well.
Yeah, and show us every day how it went.
Yeah.
Did we have some argument today?
Yeah.
How how did it go?
And how did you deal with the struggle as well? Because you're showing me how to be the perfect individual for my husband, but you're not really showing me like when we have arguments, because I'll be thinking that I'm the only person that's having arguments with my other half.
True.
Because I'm like, this person on social media, I don't see them having arguments. They're always laughing. You know? So I feel like if you're gonna give us content, give us the edge as well. Give us the raw and natural stuff, because you've come to become an influencer. So influence me, please.
Tell us, show us every step of the way, how it went, you know what you ate last night, of the restaurant you went to, and how.
Yeah, I just feel like, don't give us some, give us the, don't, I know that obviously everybody's trying to portray that life is amazing, but it's okay to portray the negative side, because you never know what person that's going to touch those negative sides. You could literally say that, do you know what, today I had an argument with my other half, and this is what happened, and this is how I went about it, and this is what I said, and this is what we do.
Yeah.
Because that could literally help someone that's in a similar position.
I can imagine. Imagine if someone tells me, okay, this is what happened last night. This is the kind of argument we had, and that's how we went about it, and and this is us. Here we are. Then I'll know, okay, this is their journey. They actually fought, and
you don't think that everything is perfect.
Who started the fight, and how did they end it? Are they still together?
Yeah, because like sometimes when you have an argument, you just be thinking, I'm the only person in this position, or when you go through struggle, it's like the only person in struggle. But if you see that on social media, it helps a lot. Yeah,
they should tell us, definitely. Tell us if you really think your relationship is great. Tell us every journey. We don't wish people to have bad relationships anyway. That's not our ultimate goal. But we want to know every single step of your journey. Like if you're posting some positive things, show us how long it took you to get there, your journey, and then we believe you on social media. Otherwise, it will look like you're showing us just a snapshot of something.
Because how long are videos? Maybe 25 minutes, 30 minutes. So we don't know. You could be posting something amazing for those 25 to 30 minutes, and then behind the scenes, it's probably a whole catastrophe. That's the stuff. We want to see the rawness. We want to see everything that occurs. We don't want you to just be like putting it on for the cameras, because that's what Hollywood is for. No, but it's true. That's what Hollywood is for. The fact that you've come onto a platform, I feel like you should share everything. Share everything with us. because then that means that you can be more relatable.
But some people may be, okay, what if I don't want to share everything? What if I want to be private?
That's okay as well.
But if I decide to share my life, my intimate relationship with someone, I should show everything about how.
The thing is that it depends on what you post initially, because some people, like, literally they post such intimate stuff that I'm like, if you can post intimate stuff like this, show us the negative, because there's no what's it called? What's the word? There's a specific word I'm looking for.
And you know what happens sometimes when that relationship doesn't exist? They go silent. They go quiet. You can't even hear from them anymore. You can't see any of their posts. I'm like, okay, is this person really still here? I used to see this person posting every day.
Yeah,
the person doesn't show up anymore.
It's true. And the thing is that, well, you don't understand, when you put out contents as well, we are all learning from it, especially on social media, because that's the new thing that we're learning from. So you putting out negative stuff doesn't make you look bad or be a complainer. You're literally helping someone on
you're
the
being
platform.
real.
Exactly, you're being real. And people love real, because if you're real, then it's relatable. And it doesn't go and show that you're Mr. and Mrs. Perfect.
No one is, by the way.
No one is.
No one is.
No one is. And this is why there's so much jealousy as well in the comments, like, oh, I wish my relationship was like this. Never ever wish that your relationship is like anything that you see on socials or on the outside. Because there's one thing that my mother-in-law always tells me, what glitters is not gold. She always tells me that. So you can see like someone perfect on the outside, but you don't know what's going on inside that home. You don't.
From what they see on social media, mostly on Instagram, when they see like Hollywood stars, whatever, these famous people, and they want to look like them, but they don't know the process they went through to have their body look like that. We don't know if it is, we don't even whether it is real, but you find people trying to like copy or imitate until they even go to an extent of changing their body shapes, trying to go to the, what did you call it?
Backdoor surgery.
Backdoor surgeries, just because they probably can't afford the proper procedure, and they end up into financial difficulties. So what do you have like to advise in terms of how do we really use social media?
The thing is that it could be different things, so it's quite difficult to advise, because for example, teenage girls, right? With a teenage woman or a teenage man, both, like your body goes through changes, and obviously you can see those changes as happening. Some of us might put on weight, some of us might be really tall, some of us might be super short. We're not going to all look the same. So obviously when you want to normalize that, I want to look normal, when you go on social media, you're thinking that everybody on social media, they look normal, and that's where you're trying to get to. But at the same time, you try and love yourself before you even try and pop on that social media.
That's true.
Because the thing is that once you love yourself, it doesn't matter how you look. Because this is how you attract love. Once you love yourself, once you respect yourself, once you value yourself, then someone else on the outside will see that that's how you take care of yourself, and they'll want to treat you the exact same way. So it doesn't matter about how you look, because you could go and get a BBL, and that person still might not respect you, they still might not love you the same, and they still might go out and find someone else that they can literally relate to, because that's what life is about, regardless. Yes, physical, yes, they say that men are physical creatures, but at the same time, yes, that's one box that's ticked, but a man needs to be able to have a conversation with a woman. Likewise, a woman is able to have a conversation with a man, because when that physical attraction fades, what is there left?
No.
So these are things that you need to think about, and I feel like this is stuff that needs to be vocalized on social media.
Yeah, using social media wisely. Honestly, we're talking about how people, like, they show us good things, they show us positive things, they show us that surgery that went well, but they don't show us that surgery that actually failed. So they don't show us really life, they show us what seems to be like a positive side of it, but they should show us the whole process.
Because how the prepping and all that stuff, I know that obviously, like, for it to heal and everything, that's going to be very, very painful. You know, It's a lot.
You've just mentioned something very, very important. Loving yourself and appreciating yourself is very, very important. Everybody, we are all different. Your body shape is amazing because God created you to be like that. So loving yourself is the most important thing you can do, I think, rather than trying to try to look like others.
Yeah.
Because I always have this feeling that if I try to copy someone, to be someone, not maybe in having a same body shape as that person, but probably trying to imitate that person, their characters, their behaviors. I know I have some people I admire, but I never wish to change myself for someone or to look like someone, because if I change, someone will not find me. I'm sure someone needs me the same way I need you. Imagine if you change and become someone, I wouldn't find you.
Yeah.
So you need to be you. You are unique, and you're very special and very important the way you are. So it's very important we appreciate ourselves from our body shapes, from our the way we are, from the way we are, from what we do. I think it's very important because everyone is unique, and that uniqueness and that is what really makes the world a better place, I think. So we can't be just one person, one perfect person. So the world will be empty in a minute, in a minute.
Like it'll be just very boring. Because those imperfections that you have, do you know what? That's the biggest secret. Those imperfections that you have, that's those imperfections that person loves the most about you. If you don't know.
Yeah, true.
If you don't know, let me tell you again, those imperfections that you have, someone else will love them. Because that's what makes you unique.
That's true. That's very, very true. So social media, let's use it wisely.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Let's use social media wisely. Let's, you know what, when we go on social media, we leave a footprint.
We do.
Every search we make, everything we do, every small activities that we do there, and you know what, there are hackers behind you looking for your footprints on social media. What is she searching for? What what does she read about? What does she do? Who does she communicate? And a few days ago, I had about 2 or 3 friends who were like, oh, my account has been hacked because someone maybe snatched into their accounts. So all that, well, we have to use it very, very wisely, because it is a world on its own. And it's a scary world because it's a new world. We're not used to it that much, so we have to be very careful.
Vigilant, very, very vigilant. Because there's so much stuff. Social media is so wide. It's like such a wide topic. There's just so much that can happen on social media. It could be a very dangerous place. Like, I think there was like this thing going around on Twitter, or is it, I can't remember, on social media, where they said that you shouldn't post where you walk every day, or this favorite coffee shop where you go every day, because there could be stalkers that follow you, and that's how women and men can get attacked.
True. So that's very true.
So social media, there's just so many different aspects surrounding social media.
And for the young generation, the youth using social media, be careful again, because it's not that safe, really. It's not that safe. We have to use it because it helps us. Again, there are a lot of things that are quite positive about social media, but there's a lot of things again that are not good about it. So using it wisely is the most important thing we can do. And also that part of being you, not trying to follow people when they are celebrating their own success and all that. It's good that they are celebrating, but they are not showing us the journey, how it took them, to get where they are. They are only showing us they are celebrating. So, and you feel like you are not good enough because you have nothing to celebrate. So that's not again something very true about social media, because they should show us everything about everything that they went through until they are able to celebrate. So don't feel like you're not good enough. Don't think that you are underachieving because you're not in competition on social media.
Definitely.
Yeah. What else do you want to add on?
I would, as I said before, like literally, don't follow the crowd.
Yeah.
Be that one person that stands out.
Yeah.
I would say, and for other people that are just watching this, just for encouragement, you're doing well. You don't need to literally try and be that person that you see on social media all the time. What you're doing is great, and if someone doesn't tell you that every day, I'm telling you that
Good.
what you are doing.
You are doing amazing.
Yeah, you're doing amazing. You don't need to be following these other people on social media because you're unique.
So there's no competition on social media. Everyone is different.
Yeah.
Everyone have their journey, and if you are trying to do something and you haven't reached that amazing success story that you have to share to the world, don't be discouraged because someone else is sharing their success story. Your day will come, and don't just give up on yourself. Don't think you're not doing good enough. Don't try to compete. Just be you, as if there was no social media.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So please give us a comment below if you have something to say about our discussion today about social media and how people try to share only the positive things. They never show us the positive side. They never show us their dark side, and what we only see is a good thing. I mean, beautiful things, positive things, but they don't show us the journey they went through to get there, which sometimes other people think that they are failures because they have nothing exciting to share on social media. So show us. If you really want to inspire people, if you want to motivate people, show them your journey from the beginning to where you are. Otherwise, don't show us things halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody likes a half glass. We
No.
like it full.
Yeah, true. Yeah. And you touched again about when people like when couples, let's say married or in a relationship, and they always show us when things are amazing. Yeah. And they don't show us when their relationship failed.
Yeah.
They don't tell us this is what happened.
But I think the reason why they don't show us is because it comes across as an embarrassment. So nobody really wants to feel embarrassed.
Of course not.
That's probably why they don't like to show it. But what they don't know is that people look up to them. They already have become like an item, and like someone that influences people.
Yeah.
So even if you show those things, yes, it's embarrassing, but how you come out of it, you show the steps, because that can really, really help someone.
That's a good point, really.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah. Sharing everything. If you want to use your social media to share everything about your life, show everything, both good and bad, then you are very authentic, and we can really
relate to you.
Yeah, that's very true. All right, guys. Thank you once again. For those who haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Ray, you haven't told us again your channel.
Yeah, no problem. So my channel is Neisha Obio. So if you pop in the comments, you probably see me type down below. But if you want to go straight over now, it's Neishia space Obio. And literally you see contents of me going to the gym with my dad and story times and
Right now, tell me about your content and how you came up, how you came up with that content.
Oh, like my actual page?
Yeah.
So what I did, I made a bucket list that I wanted to do. And remember when we were in uni, I spoke about that I potentially wanted to do like a YouTube, but I wasn't really sure. So this year, I got the courage to actually start by going to a restaurant. That was something on my bucket list. There was a restaurant in Penarth, I think, that I really wanted to go. Every time I drove past it, I was just like, one day I want to go to this restaurant. So that's literally how I started. And then my bucket list was literally like things that I wanted to do before I was 30. So that's what I literally film in there. And I also do a review of restaurants that I've gone to as well. So it's a bit mixture of everything, really.
Right. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So guys, do visit her YouTube channel. It's really nice. I'm a subscriber, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. She has amazing things on our channel, just subscribe to both channels. We are always here to inspire you, to bring you some positive vibes, and to make sure that we can make this world a better place for all of us.
Definitely. That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
We just have to. Everybody should be their sisters and brothers' keeper.
Yeah. Right. Thank you, and see you next time.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
See, and you said that you didn't have that much to talk about.